Just wanted to kind of give you guys a day in the life of me. Right now I'm headed to the new Tacna, Arizona Supercharger. Recently opened. It's a new V3, kind of in the middle of nowhere, but decided I'm gonna go check it out. I looked on PlugShare, there's no photos, no confirmed check-in, so I think I'll be one of the first, and I'll also kind of show you guys what's around there and what it's like. So yeah, here we have Tacna, Arizona Supercharger. Looks like we'll arrive there with 21%. I'll probably be driving fairly quickly once we get out of the Phoenix metro area, so that'll probably drop down to low teens. Here we can see the miles on the car, 146,811. Looks like we've got 142 to go there, and then obviously about the same to go back. I'll probably stop in Gila Bend on the way back, or Gila Bend, whatever, just to add another supercharger, because Tacna will be, I believe, 86 or 87 for supercharger locations that I've visited. So may as well add on another one. I've already been to Casa Grande, which is that one there. But might actually pass through Casa Grande to check out the progress on the Lucid factory. And in case you guys didn't know, Lucid is another automaker that's going to be making electric cars kind of to compete with Tesla. We'll see how they actually end up competing. I don't think they will do that well, but only time will tell. But yeah, it's a beautiful day, 78 degrees. Yeah, just leaving the Mesa, Arizona area in the Phoenix metro. So sometimes when I'm driving and I spend a lot of time on the road, people ask what I do to stay occupied during that time and how I don't get bored or like fall asleep. And a lot of it comes down to I really enjoy taking in the sights around me, especially in Arizona with everything kind of being new. It's nice to see different areas and stuff. But today I'm listening to How I Built This. It's an NPR podcast, and I'm actually listening to a Casey Neistat episode and learning about vlogging and things like that. So figured it's a little bit relevant to what I'm doing today. And How I Built This is actually a really good podcast and covers a ton of different businesses. Learned a lot about Starbucks, Allbirds. There's just a bunch of episodes. Sometimes they'll repost old episodes that are still relevant. And I just think it's really interesting to learn how different companies became who they are. Alright, we're pulling off here, headed to Tacna. Looks like it's about half a mile off the highway, not bad at all. Border Patrol, alright, and the semi, so. Got the battery nice and warm. We're up to 117 average cell temp, so it should be some pretty quick rates. Looks like projecting 8% pull-in. We're at 8% right now already. It's 80 degrees outside. I think this might take a little while here, so I'll resume once we get to the charger. So they've got 2 over there, and then they've got 6 over here. We do have one other person charging here with us, Model 3. I might chat with them about their charge rates. Get out and plug in here. You can see the really thin cable here of the V3. interesting because they're actually installed backwards compared to most superchargers. Usually the handle is on that side. Let's see here. Already getting pretty good rates here. And there we have it, peak 112. Probably won't hold it there very long, but it is holding it longer already than usual. I'll keep filming here for a little while so you guys can see the ramp down. While that's doing its thing here. This is at a Shell gas station, kind of a truck stop style. It's a Minute Mart. Looks like there's a Subway also. So overall, not a bad spot for a supercharger right off the freeway. Nice and convenient. Yeah, really no complaints here. We're still at over 100 kilowatts at 12%. Let's see how long it takes to drop below 100. There we have it. So I just want to show you guys here. Here are the two stalls that are over here by themselves on the other side of the entry here. And then we've got the 6 over here. And again, V3 Superchargers are not paired stalls. They're actually 4 stalls are run per cabinet, but they each have 250 kilowatt dedicated. You can see the bug carnage here. Fans are running pretty good. It's 80 degrees outside, but I was pushing it a little bit towards the end. Gonna clean my windshield before departing. I cleaned that when I left my house, actually. Got the 6 stalls here. I'll show you guys the cabinets and everything. So here we have the 2 cabinets. Each one is 1 megawatt capable. There is a huge cooling unit up top here. You can actually see pretty similar cooling architecture to what's inside a Model S. Looks like similar coolant pumps, but obviously probably different, or maybe not. You can see all these radiators here for cooling. Believe these are the inverters. Don't hold me to that. Here we have the site controller. And then we have the actual transformer there. So we've got them labeled cabinet 2 and then cabinet 1 over there. Let's just look at these specs. So output 250 per post isolated. Input power 575 kilowatt. 880 to 1000 volts. They can output 631 amps at up to 500 volts. And they are made in Buffalo, New York. So that's Giga, New York. Just want to talk about some travel tips here. I always keep some basic cleaning supplies in my car. So I've got glass cleaner here. This is the best stuff. Sprayway glass cleaner, not sponsored or anything, but just worked. I'll let that soak on there for a minute and then wipe it off, and then I'll have a clean windshield for the drive back. I'm definitely gonna need to get a car wash before I go home though, because it's really not good to have bug guts and stuff sitting on your paint, because over time it'll just etch it away. All right, just about to head out here from Tacna, Arizona, Supercharger V3. I wanted to go over some numbers here. We went 158.6 miles in 2 hours, 11 minutes, 325 watt hours per mile. The last 25-ish miles, I was kind of hauling the mail. I got kicked out of autopilot because I ignored the warning one too many times. So usually when I have to take over manual driving, I end up driving a little bit quicker than autopilot will allow. But overall, 325 watt hours per mile for 158 miles is not bad. And yeah, we pulled in with 8 or 9%, I don't recall exactly. We've been at the Supercharger about half hour, 63%. Just kind of a side note here, if you are doing illegal things, this is not the Supercharger you want to stop at. I've seen probably 15 plus Border Patrol vehicles. So we're back on the road here, headed back to Phoenix area, but first via Gila Bend. So it looks like it's projecting we'll arrive there with 17%, so we'll see how that ends up as far as reality goes, because I'm driving a bit quickly. I'd rather not say how fast I'm going. All right, so we made it to the Gila Bend Supercharger. Next, we're gonna head to the Buckeye Supercharger. We're gonna take a route I haven't gone on before, 85 north to the 10. We pulled in at 16%, so the in-car nav was actually pretty darn close. Let's get plugged in here. I think this is a fairly old supercharging station. It is 150 kilowatt. I always love seeing the gas prices while I'm supercharging. It's kind of cool to get that in one shot there. It's at a Carl's Jr. 8 stall, 150 kilowatt truck stop. So I'm always a fan of truck stop superchargers. Here's an update on the bugs on the front of the car. Even worse. Yeah, I'll get a car wash before I head home, and yeah, I'll update you guys at Buckeye. All right, we're back on the road from Gila Bend, headed to Buckeye. We left at like 49% charge, something like that. It's saying we'll arrive to Buckeye with 25%. I charged way more than I needed to, but figured it'll save time in Buckeye, and I was flying the drone around, so whatever it is, what it is, and yeah, we're on the road. Made it to the Buckeye Supercharger, pulled in at 20%. Let's get plugged in here. This guy parked like an idiot. Look at this guy's parking job, completely crooked. Blocking another supercharger. Folks, this is not how you supercharge. So time for a car wash here. We're at Sunshine Auto Wash. Applied a little glass cleaner just to kind of soften up all the bug guts on the front of the car. So hopefully that helps get it off with just one touch-free wash.